Hello students. So today let us discuss a new topic, that is module number T3, fluid dynamics and laminar and turbulent flow. Laminar and turbulent flow here. Now first of all, let us say the definition of fluid mechanics is fluid dynamics here. Fluid dynamics is the study of fluid motion by considering the forces causing flow here. The behavior of fluid motion is analyzed by Newton's second law of motion, which relates acceleration with the force F equal to m into A, where F is equal to force acting on the fluid element, m is the mass of the element, and A is the acceleration. The fluid is assumed to be incompressible and non-viscous here. Okay, so these are the assumptions we are going to make here. Okay, basically you should remember here. So the Newton's second law of motion is used here. That is Fx is equal to me into A into x here. Okay. But FFX, which is known as the net force, it consists of all these below forces here: pressure force, gravity force, viscous force, turbulent force, and compressibility force. Okay, so this net effect force FFX, which is from the equation 1, represents all these types of forces here. Therefore, the equation of 1 I can write like this here: f of x is equal to fpx plus fgx, fex, ftx, and fcx here. Okay, so now the net force, if you take some of the, or if you neglect some of the forces here, you will get new equations. First, if you neglect the compressibility force, that is f suffix c, then you will get this equation. So this is known as then called Reynolds equation of motion. Okay, so from the net force, if you neglect the compressibility force, you will get the equation, which is this is known as Reynolds equation here. Okay, next, if you neglect, or if turbulence force is negligible, if turbulence force is negligible or turbulence force is 0, then we obtain the equation called Navier-Stokes equation. That is Navier-Stokes equation. Next we have, so if you neglect the viscous force, that is F suffix V, then we will get a equation known as Euler's equation of motion. Okay. So after that, one important derivation is there, that is called derivation of Euler's equation of motion along a streamline here. So for that, you have to consider a flow here. You can see that here, this is a element here. The element has a length ds and of area A here, and you can see that here we have shown this like this here. Okay, and on the left hand side, a force is applied, that is P into dA, that is a force is equal to pressure into area. Similarly, this is a one in the forward direction, and opposite force will be P plus dP. Okay, along the streamline means where the streamline is a line where the fluids flow in a regular fashion. Okay, at the direction of flow is shown here, and also this load, the fluid element will put a weight. Okay, it has some weight in it, so that is given by, that is called the weight of the fluid. So that weight of the fluid is given by dw is equal to rho g dA into ds. Why we are taking dA means we are just considering the fluid element. So total element, just we are considering small element of this dimension. Okay, considering the streamline and streamline flow, and consider a cylinder fluid element as shown in figure 3.1a and 3.1b. So the length of the length ds and cross sectional area dA. So let P is the pressure on the element at L. You can see that here L and M value, that is notation is given here. So L is equal to pressure on the element L. P plus dP is the pressure on the element at M. V is the velocity of the fluid element here. Okay. So the forces acting on the element fluid element in the direction of streamline are, so simple formula, this F is equal to P into A. So therefore net force is nothing but one forward force, that is P into dA, and opposite force is P plus dP into dA. Okay, P into dA minus P plus dP into dA. So after simplification you will get the values minus dP into dA. This is the net force. And also weight of the fluid element in the direction of flow is minus rho into g into dA into ds into cos theta. So you should remember here, so weight of the fluid is nothing but small w into v, where capital W is weight of the fluid and small w is your weight density. So weight density is nothing but rho into g. Weight density is equal to rho into g here. So therefore weight of the element you can directly write minus rho g into dA into ds, where dA is the area, ds is the length. So area into length makes volume here. Therefore, similarly rho g is the weight density. Okay, W into weight density into volume, small w into a here. And also here, since it is acting at an angle, we consider the cos theta here. And minus means, so here since the weight is acting downward direction, we take it as minus here. Okay. But from the diagram, from the figure 3.1b, so cos theta is equal to dz over ds. You can see that here. So here cos theta we take from here, dz over dz over ds. So from here cos theta is dz over ds. Okay. So substitute here in place of cos theta. In place of cos theta, I will substitute here dz over ds. Therefore, ds get cancelled. I will get equation number 2 like this. Okay, that is minus rho g into dA into dz here. So mass of the element equal to rho into dA into ds. That is equation number, that is mass. Already we know mass is nothing but rho into v here. Therefore, rho into dA into ds. And also acceleration of the element of the fluid element is nothing but acceleration, nothing but change in velocity by time taken. Okay, but I can write in terms of displacement, that is dv over ds into ds over dt. Okay, so dv over ds into ds over dt, or I can write in place of ds over dt, in place of ds over dt I can write it as v. So therefore I will get v into dv over ds. That is equation number 4 here. So from the second law of motion, Newton's second law of motion, net force is equal to mass into acceleration. Okay, net force is nothing but equation 1 plus equation number 2, and also mass will get from equation number 3 and acceleration from equation number 4. So therefore I will substitute everything here. I will get the values like this, equation number 5. So dividing the equation number 5, so you are dividing equation number 5 by rho dA. Rho dA will get minus dp over rho minus g into dz equal to v into dv. For that you have to divide by minus 1. So after dividing by minus 1, I will get the result as dp over rho plus v into dv plus g into dz. So this equation number 6 is known as Euler's equation of motion along a straight line, along a streamline. Okay, so this is a important derivation you should remember here. Okay. So after that we are going to derivation of Bernoulli's equation from Euler's equation. We will take the Euler's equation and derive the Bernoulli's equation. For that you have to make some assumptions here, like flow is steady here, flow is irrotational, flow is incompressible, flow is an ideal, or that means viscosity is 0. Okay, so we have Euler's equation, that is dp over rho plus v into dv plus g into dz here. Now integrating the above this equation, so if you integrate this equation, that is integral of dp over rho plus integral of v into dv plus integral of g to dz is equal to constant. So our integration of dp over rho is nothing but p. For incompressible flow, rho is a constant. Okay, therefore after integration we will get p over rho. Integration of v into dv with integrated with respect to dv means v square over 2, and this we are integrating with respect to g into z means integration of dz is z. Therefore I will get as the equation like this, that is p over rho plus v square over 2 plus g into gz equal to constant. Okay, so this equation is, and divide this whole equation by g here. Okay, so divide this equation by g. So therefore p over rho g plus v square over 2g plus z equal to constant. So this is known as Bernoulli's equation. Okay, and where p over rho g equal to pressure head or pressure energy per unit weight of the fluid. Similarly, v square over 2 v square 2g, actually sorry, this is missing here, v square 2g equal to kinetic head v square divided by 2g equal to kinetic head or kinetic energy per unit weight of the fluid here, and z is known as the potential head or potential energy per unit weight of the fluid. Thank you.